Joe Tucker here with a quick how to play American rotation. I know a lot of you have been wanting to play and you're worried that it's something new, but I'm going to show you really how simple it is. The rule book that we have on the website, AmericanBilliardClub.com, it has like 3 or 4 pages of rules in there, but that's because we had to cover all the standard rules of pocket billiards and any situations that might come up. What I'm going to show you is the major differences between American rotation and really how easy it is to play. The first big difference is the scoring system. We award points for every single ball that you pocket. Balls 1 through 10 are worth 1 point each, and then 11 to 15 are 2 points each. So there's 20 points available in every rack of American rotation. I put the emphasis there because sometimes people make mistakes, like they think 10 through 15, but that messes up the whole scoring system. Anyways, if you keep score with a score sheet, just make sure both players' scores add up to 20 after every rack. If you're using a scorekeeper app that you can get at Google Play or iTunes, it won't let you go to the next frame unless both players' scores add up to 20 points. So there's 20 points available. Every single rack, you can play a race to whatever you like. Could be 40 points, 60, 100 points is a nice race. Our weekly matches, we normally play to 140. Personally, if two players are very serious about playing the game, and they want to have a little match, I love race to 100, 2 out of 3 sets, race to 100, 3 out of 5 sets. You know, that keeps the pressure on. Alright, so that's the scoring. The next big thing you got to get used to is the breaking and racking format. We play alternate break, rack your own, and the breaking player always starts with ball in hand after the break. That gets rid of so many headaches and a lot of luck. And added bonus is our players are getting along with each other a lot better. You know, we haven't had a racking argument in over 2 years. And that's when most of the arguments during a tournament or a match will start, is over the rack or players feeling like they got cheated or bad luck. Well, and added bonus is our players are getting along a lot better. So it's rack your own. There is a little bit you need to know about how to rack them. Alright, so I'll show you real quick. There's just 6 balls you have to be concerned with. Take the 15 up front. The 2 and the 3 can go either side, doesn't matter. Right behind the 15. The 1 goes in the middle where the 8 ball normally goes. And then behind the 1, you get the 13 and 14. Doesn't matter which side. All the other balls can be put in any order. If you have a specific order, you know, you want to put the 4-5 over there and the stripes in the back, you can do whatever you like there. It's your rack, rack your own, and break. Okay? The game doesn't begin until you hit the rack. So if you accidentally bump the cue ball when you're warming up, or you miss cue, or you go off the table and you don't touch the rack, the game hasn't begun. It's still going to be your break. If you scratch on the break, okay, you don't lose your turn. Like when you break, you don't have to make a ball in the break, and if you scratch, you're still going to stop with ball in hand. Now there is a penalty if you scratch on the break and you make some balls, your opponent gets credit for those balls. Okay, that's the penalty, and we feel like that penalty suits the crime. If you scratched on the break and we gave your opponent ball in hand, it just ruins the whole game. That's too big of a penalty for something that probably wasn't even your fault anyways. Most of the time when a player scratches on the break, it's just bad luck. It's usually a kick or something. It's not like they know how to avoid the scratch. Anyways, that's another good thing. It gets both players to the table. It speeds up the game too. The ball in hand after the break speeds up the game, and you're faced with an immediate challenge. Everybody, no matter, even the best players in the world, if they break and they got ball in hand, they run a rack of rotation, they feel like they've done something. Okay, a lot of times I could run 3 racks of 9 ball and not really feel like I did anything. A lot of times I break, it's just a Cosmo. And I don't want to put down the other games either. 8 ball, 9 ball, 10 ball, great games, and they have been around for a long time. We're not trying to replace them. Playing 15 ball rotation in an effort to improve everybody's level of play. That's the goal. You know, the rules are so it's a little fairer, the players get along a little better, everybody feels better when they play. but the goal is to make everybody a little bit better. Next, we played call shot, call safe. That simply means if you call a ball and you miss it, your opponent has the option to take the table, take the shot, or pass it back to you. Same thing when if you call a safety. You can't pocket a ball and call a safety. So if you accidentally pocket a ball, or on purpose you pocket a ball when you call safe, your opponent has the option to take the shot and pass it back to you. I'll give you a quick example. We'll say one ball's here, there's balls out there, and your opponent tries to play safe over here, they accidentally make it, all right? So say they hooked you on the 2 ball. You now have the choice to take this shot, and you would get credit for the 1 ball, or you put your opponent back in, you pass the shot back to them, they would get credit for the 1 ball. Same thing happens if I call the 1 in the corner, but I make it in a different pocket, or I luck another ball in. That's a miss. So my opponent has the choice to make me shoot again, or they can take it. Whoever shoots gets credit for the ball that was pocketed. If you foul, if you pocket a ball and scratch, your opponent gets credit for that ball, and your opponent gets ball in hand. Call shot, call safe. But yeah, there's a bonus of forcing a player to go all in. Call a shot or call safe. When you're kicking, make sure you call a shot or you call safe. We're not used to that, you know. I don't know how many years we've been playing 9-ball, we just kick and whatever happens, happens. But if I have the 4 ball here, and maybe a hook like this, for whatever reason, you're kicking up there and down table, make sure you call it. You know, you have to call safe or call shot, because I don't know. If the ball goes in, you're going to look and you're going to shoot, you're putting your opponent in an awkward position, and if you didn't call that shot, the call is going to go to your opponent. Your opponent, he or she, is going to do whatever they want to do. If they want to take the shot, they can take the shot. And there will be a lot of kicking. Okay, we don't allow jump cues playing American rotation. We still allow jump shots, but you have to do it with your playing cue. Okay, no break sticks and no jump cues, and that is not because we dislike jump cues. Jumping is a skill. It can be an art. It should be practiced, and it's welcome in pretty much every game. What we're trying to do here is force players into practicing their kicks and becoming better kickers. In general, the better a player kicks, usually the better player they are, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to force the players into practicing their kicks, become more creative. There's not much more satisfying of a shot than being in a bad position and stealing the game back with a creative kick that when you hit the right side of the ball at the right speed and put the heat back on your opponent. So we want to see more of that. We do have a 3-foul rule. That's an unusual thing that almost slipped my mind, okay? And without this rule, we couldn't play this game. And I'd like anybody that runs 9-ball tournaments to consider this rule, because 3 fouls in 9-ball, it's an automatic loss of game. So it's pretty motivating to try to get your opponent on 3 fouls. I've seen some handicap tournaments where the higher level player never tries to run out and they try to get their opponent on 3 fouls every single game on 1 ball. Well, if we did that in American rotation, everybody would play safe on the 1 ball. They would try to get their opponent on 3 fouls and win the rack or win 20 points. So it was a little tough finding the solution to this, but we got it, and it's perfect because it solves the solution, and it's not too motivating to try to get somebody on 3, but there is a good reward. Okay, you just got me on 3 fouls. What you get now is 2 ball in hands. The first one is a totally free shot. By free, I mean anything goes within, you have to have a legal stroke, okay? A legal stroke. You can't just, can't do this. That doesn't go. That's unsportsmanlike conduct, okay? What I mean by anything goes is, let's get rid of a couple balls. Sometimes it pays to tie up balls. And maybe you got me on 3 fouls by tying that up, okay? 1 ball's gone. Okay, so now You got me on 3 fouls, you come to the table and the balls are still tied up. Your first shot is a free shot. It means you can hit any ball on the table. It doesn't have to be the 4 ball, which is the lowest numbered ball. And what that's meant to do is to break up that cluster. Okay? But you could do something like this. You could pocket the 12 and then break up the cluster with the cue ball. Or you could have just went right into the cluster. Any balls that you pocket on the free shot count. If you scratch, it doesn't matter. The balls still count for you. Okay? So that's your first ball in the hand. We call it a free shot. The second ball in the hand is a traditional ball in the hand, and play resumes as normal. So there's my free shot. Now I have ball in hand, play resumes as normal. You have to hit the 4 ball. Totally solves the problem. Doesn't motivate everybody to try to get everybody on 3 fouls. Speeds up the game, and thank God we have it, because without it, we couldn't play American rotation. Quick recap. Balls 1 through 10, 1 point each. 11 through 15, 2 points each. So make sure every rack adds up to 20. If you're using the app, you won't have a problem with that. Alternating break, rack your own. Rack them right. 15, 2, 3, 1, 13, 14. Rest them any way you like. Game doesn't begin until you strike the rack. After that, every time you break, you get ball in hand. Scratch on the break, your opponent gets points for any balls that you made. Call shot, call safe. Can't pocket a ball on a safety, that's just like a miss. Your opponent has the option. No jump cues. Make sure you call a shot when you're kicking, let your opponent know. Treat each other with respect at all times. Race to what you like. Please visit AmericanBilliardClub.com or contact me. My email is up there anytime. We're always looking for groups of 10 people. Just takes 10 people in one area, and technically you can do it on one table. There's 5 matches per week. Get on board with the American Billiard Club, the American Rotation Championship Series, and we just try to get players to national events and help them get their expense free. That's what we're all about. We're trying to stop the bleeding and unite 64 clubs with 10 players at each one. We have some people that run groups out of their own home. You know, they have 10 friends, have one right here in Rhode Island where they use 2 home tables and they run, and it's a beautiful thing. So that's how you play American Rotation. Please contact me with any questions that you have. If you're going to play any matches of American Rotation, please, we invite you to stream them as often as possible. Let me know when they go up. We'll try to spread the word. The more streams that we see, the easier it is for people to learn the game. You can also go to the American Billiard Club website, watch a match. That's the quickest way to learn. I know you all don't want to go through 3 or 4 pages of rules, and I don't blame you. There's not a big difference playing American Rotation. Call shot, call safe, get rewarded or paid for every ball that you make, and it's a really good game, and I hope it improves yours.